We will not copyright or trademark that. We do not have the rights to this at all. Please do not sue us. Thank you.
Hi, and welcome to These Unprecedented Gays, a new podcast starring Paul Smith and Joe Granelli. Follow us at tugayspod on Instagram. New episodes every Friday. We hope you enjoy. Hey, all you cool Tuggers and Tuggetts. This is Paul.
And this is Joe.
And we are These Unprecedented Gays.
Tuggetts, I'm living for that.
And you know what? I'm like, do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. It's spooky because it's our Halloween episode.
This is true. Oh, if we were a Spice Girl, who would we be?
Scary Spice.
Oh, I thought it was Pumpkin Spice.
Oh. Well, you would be.
Yes. Okay, fine. Pumpkin Spice Slut. Pumpkin Spice Slut. God, it's hard to speak. Yeah, I said slice.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Maybe I want pumpkin pie.
Maybe.
Ooh, I did have pumpkin pie.
Freudian, I think it might be. Like, is that a Freudian slip? You wanted some
Sure.
pie?
Sigmund Freud, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure am. Whatever.
So, Joe, how was your week?
I love when you... We are having fun right now, if you can tell. Paul, I love when you ask me how I'm doing, how my week was. Oh, man. We're going to get it together, everybody. We're going to keep it. Okay. Breathe. So I just alluded to, I had a piece of pie, pumpkin pie, and it was underwhelming. A lot actually happened this week. So I went to the mall and walked around. We have a mall. It's an outdoor mall, Fashion Valley, and it's actually really nice. And a lot of the stores were more open than I was anticipating. I went to get candles. Pumpkin spice candles.
Even after the one I gave you as a gift?
Well, no, I cannot burn that. No, that is like a sacred thing.
Okay, so because you went out to get candles, you have to go to Bath and Body Works because
I did, yeah.
Okay, so there is this one called Blood Red, but it is Halloween fall type, and it smells so good because we use it in the office. Like, we'll burn candles because I think it's an easy way to test if people have COVID.
Yeah. Wait, what's the scent? Like apple?
It's like the smell of blood.
So is it like a little irony, maybe?
Yeah, yes.
Oh, irony. Oh, the irony in
the
that.
irony of it all.
Oh, man.
No, it like has sort of just like piney, woodsy,
okay,
kind of
a little
scents to
musky.
them. Yeah.
Oh, like a nice cologne.
Yes.
Would you wear it?
Probably not.
Oh, what are you wearing, Paul? It's blood.
Blood red.
Yes, we're going with the season. Yeah, so the Bath and Body Works is where I went because they were having a sale and it was $10 off their 3-wick candles.
So just so you know, that sale is probably already gone.
Yeah, it ended. But so here's the funny thing about that. The limit of candles that you can buy is only 18. And I say only, but I asked I asked the lady there and I was like, do people buy 18 candles? She's like, oh yeah. People will go and buy 18 candles. And she said people then leave and then come back pretending like they're a different person to get 18 more. On? Maybe they put on the glasses.
Have you ever seen that meme? Like me trying to get a free
yes. And it's just basically like someone with glasses and then someone looking so exactly the same. But for Bath and Body Works, yeah, they had a coupon and I got 4 different candles, 3 of the same pumpkin spice. And then I got one that's like autumn fall leaves.
Ooh, I like that one.
It's crisp. It's fresh. It's really fresh.
Like you.
Yes. I would wear it for a cologne.
So fresh, so clean.
Bum, bum, ba-da, bum, bum.
That's an Outcast.
Wait, is that the right song?
Yes.
Okay. So fresh and so plain.
Wait, or is that the McDonald's theme song? Do we have to pay rights for that if I just say the McDonald's theme song?
No. If we do it in the wrong key, then we're good.
Okay.
Yeah,
then we're good.
We're fine. We're fine. So anyway, I went and got candles, and then I realized that my car is a mess because of all the disposable masks that I use. I use the one single-use masks, and in my car, what's that called? Like the door? You know how they have a little like pocket in the
Right.
door? It's just shoved with masks. Do you do that?
No, because I reuse mine. I
Okay.
think you're just weak if you just use it once. That's a
Yeah.
suggestion. It's
Well,
like a serving size.
yes.
It's just a suggestion.
I just don't want to wash it in the laundry machine because I'm lazy.
Okay. So they're really cloth masks, but you call them single use.
Hey, I get them on Amazon for like $12, and I think I told our producer Nick to get some, so I think he might have got some masks.
Not some.
And then today I finally found hand sanitizer that doesn't smell like tequila.
Oh my
Have you
God.
noticed that?
Well, no, for me, it's whenever I go to buy it, it smells like, I don't know, auto fuel or an oil change or something. It doesn't smell pleasant.
So I think the reasoning is because distilleries were making hand sanitizer, like tequila distilleries. For some reason, I smell it and I'm like, that's tequila. I'm
that
wiping
smells
my
like-
hands with tequila.
That smells like regret.
It smells like freshman year of college.
Yeah, I was just gonna say
Jose
that smells
Cuervo.
like spring break,
Oh yeah.
1994.
Oh yeah, it smells like Jose Cuervo in the dorm room at Aberdeen and Inverness at UC Riverside. Oh, never forget.
I'm gonna wake up to next to somebody like, who are you?
Yeah, but at least your hands are clean.
Hey.
Yeah. So what about you? What did you do this week? Anything fun?
No, you know what? I have, because everybody has been business has been kind of blah with COVID and everything. The restaurant that I did work for, because in case people don't remember, I used to have like 1,000 different jobs.
Yes, 1,000.
Right.
Real.
Yeah, right. That is an actual number. And one of them was I worked for a restaurant here in San Diego called Kettner Exchange. I worked as a line cook. And when COVID happened, they kind of got rid of most of the staff, which included me, because I only worked like super, super part-time. So it was like once a month for brunch so I can keep my discount. So they just opened up a new restaurant in Cardiff by the Sea, which is in North County, north of San Diego. And I picked up some shifts there today. Kind of a weird day also because my sister called and told me that my mom went to the doctors and, she needs to start working out and cutting out salt and stuff because her kidneys are starting to fail.
Oh no.
So it's a little so I'm really happy to be here with you guys because this lifts me up.
Okay.
And fills me up. So I really love that. So I'm very happy about it.
I have 2 follow-up questions to that.
Okay.
So the restaurant that you're up in, can you talk a little bit more about that?
So this is the restaurant is called the Waverly. Hopefully, fingers crossed, everybody. If you
I'm crossing my fingers.
or if you don't call, but if you write in or slide in our DMs at tugayspod on
Maybe
Instagram.
we should get a phone line. A phone,
yeah, it's like a party line.
Or they throw them in now for free. It's like, do you need internet? Do you need cable? Here's
I'm
a
gonna charge them
landline.
$2.25 a minute, like 976
Oh
numbers.
my God, stop it. Don't use 411. Did you use 411?
No, I don't need information.
He has all the information. Paul, you are 411.
Okay. So it's called Waverly, and it's in Cardiff by the Sea, and it's really beautiful up there. They did a really good job with it. Very beachy, very, influencer ready and stuff. But we're hoping to get the chef who opened it to come on the show to talk about that. I would
Ooh.
love to. So I'm working on that.
So what kind of food is it?
It's like New American with a kind of more seafood based feel
Makes sense.
to it.
It's by the water.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's kind of like Kettner Exchange, just a little bit more seafood esque.
Okay. Are you a seafood person?
Oh, I love it. They have a lobster ceviche that I want to try because I'm like I have to taste.
Wait,
things.
ceviche is the acidy.
You're right. So the fish is
There we go.
not cooked,
But it is
But
cooked.
this one they cook the lobster for a bit and then put this.
I thought it's
amazing-
cooked with the acid of the
It
vinegar.
does,
Okay.
but lobster is a little bit thicker.
Okay.
So
thick. Thick lobster.
It's thick.
Oh my.
So we just booked our reservation for a restaurant called Addison, which is the only one Michelin star restaurant in San Diego for our anniversary.
Oh, I was like, we as in all of us?
As me and Andy. Yes, we're taking everyone.
Oh my gosh, thank you.
Meet us at Addison, everyone.
Yay! I bet we can't.
But I'm very excited about that because we have been trying to go a couple of times and things always seem to happen.
Okay.
With that, like the first time we were supposed to go was for Valentine's Day, and then years ago, and then unfortunately Andy had to leave because his mother passed away.
Oh.
So we had to go to Jersey and stuff. So it's kind of cool, and I think it's going to be a lot nicer just because I don't like large crowds of people.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, this would be nice. It's another one of those like 10-course tasting menus.
Oh, you're going to get fancy.
I know. I'm going to wear my outfit. I'm going to wear a jacket, maybe. I don't know.
Jacket on or jacket off? That sounded...
I'm going to
that
jacket off.
I honestly wasn't even trying to be funny. Like, I'm legitimately in my brain like, oh, like if you take the jacket, like that would be cute because like you could wear the jacket on or then you could take the jacket off. If it's hot, you know, you could have two styles. Oh man, I'm not in the gutter today. Normally I am. Normally I'm right there with you.
It's going to be another explicit episode. I can tell.
E for extra explicit. EE.
So what was the other question that you had?
With your mom, how are you doing with that? And is she going to be okay?
I think she'll be okay as long as she follows, but she is very stubborn.
They all are.
And my sisters don't. I love my sisters. I love you while you're listening to this, but they just don't have the backbone to kind of stand up to my mom and really force her to do stuff.
Yeah.
So I kind of have to call her and be like, do it. But I'm not there. I'm in Florida and I'm in San Diego. So, it's hard because I wanted to jump on a plane, but I'm also not going to go to Florida because like they don't know how to control their COVID.
Because it's Florida. Let's be real.
Florida.
Yeah.
But we love you, Florida. All you
if
fans
you
of
listen
Florida.
from Florida, we are happy that you're here. Come on to California.
We love you. You're beautiful.
You look like Linda Evangelista. Did you stone those tights? Please keep listening, Florida.
So this episode is our Halloween episode, and this is like the gay
Christmas
holy holiday.
It is.
Like this is the biggest thing that we have going on in our
Yes, gay men
lives.
and straight women love Halloween.
Well, that's because straight women will then go with their gay friends to like the bars.
to the club. Yeah. Well, because it's an excuse to wear minimal clothing.
Right, exactly. Because everything is slutty, whatever, slutty, whatever.
And I may have done that a couple of times.
So tell me about some of your past costumes. With that being said, like what were some of your favorites? What were some of your sluttier ones? Because I know that I've seen you a couple of times.
Oh my God. Yeah. Okay. Well, I have one thing to point out. So my birthday is actually Halloween.
Oh yeah.
So my birthday's the day, like it's on Halloween. And it's funny because my mom and my dad, when I was younger, my dad was like, I hate Halloween. And I'm like, but I was born on Halloween. Like, what?
Do you
hello?
hate me, Dad?
Yeah. Oh, there were a lot of those things. But no, so for my birthday, it's always been a party, right? And so growing up, like costume wise, it was just kind of like, dress up as like whatever, like a vampire, a Power Ranger, other things. And then when I got older, I think in college, one of my favorite ones was, do you remember the cartoon Doug? On Nickelodeon. Remember Quail Man?
I kind of do. I feel like he had one feather.
He did. Something. He had like a thing on his head. So I was Quail Man once. And that was a really fun one. And then in terms of like maybe a more risque, the older I got, the less clothing. Yeah. No. So I was Mario once. Okay. And so when I was 25, I was 26. And I was up in the Bay Area, and me and my cousin Val went to the Castro, and I was Mario, but like slutty Mario, so it was Mario.
Oh, so Val, if you're listening, we're going to need you to send those pictures to us. So that
they're on my Instagram.
We are going to put that on Instagram for y'all at TU Gays Pod on Instagram.
Yeah,
for y'all to see this Mario.
Well, and there's been a couple, but the one that made me laugh is when it was not last year, but the year before, I was God, what's his name?
Jonathan Van Ness?
No. Oh, that was a good one. No, what's the Green Lantern?
Oh, yeah.
And his comment on Instagram was like, yes, you Ryan, what's his
Reynolds,
name? Reynolds, motherfucker. And I was like, this is great. But Jonathan Van Ness was my favorite costume. So Jonathan Van Ness, if you guys don't know who are listening, was and still is a member of the new Queer Eye remake for the Fab Five. And he's this like, he's this positive, like Jesus looking kind of thing that is just a fantastic person. And so, I was like, I'm going to be Jonathan Van Ness. And so I got a wig, and there's a picture of him where he's like out in the woods, and he is in like these thigh high stilettos and is in this like really like baggy, like red long sleeves shirt. And I was like, I'm going to recreate that. And so I went online and I looked up the shirt, and the shirt that he's wearing is $800. Oh. And I was like, I'm not paying $800. So I'm a crafty queen. And so I'm like, wait a minute, I can print the picture on iron-on fabric and then iron it onto the shirt. So I think my whole outfit for that costume was like maybe $80. Okay. Yeah. So, but that was a fun one. I like that one. I'm trying to think of other costumes that I've had. I think that, at least my adult life, those costumes were mostly risque. And then this year I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do. Obviously, COVID's canceled.
Right. It's like Halloween's canceled. So it's like, what is there to do? Really?
What I wanted to do. So, it's my 31st birthday, and then they call your 31st birthday or the birthday. Oh God, I can do this. The day of the month that you're born on, when you turn that year, is your golden birthday, I think. Maybe I've been calling it that, not your 50th birthday, but we're just gonna go with it. Don't worry about it. So
okay, I'm like, I don't understand that.
So, but it is 31, and I wanted to have like a really cool masquerade, anything but clothing ball, where you have to be in something that isn't clothing, right? Do you know those anything but clothing parties?
Basically, I call those orgies, but okay, you go with a girl.
So in college, the frat parties would do like ABC parties, and it's anything but clothing. So you could wear like a sheet or like a toga.
Oh, okay.
Right? So I was like, I want to have like an anything but clothing masquerade ball, because first of all, like masquerade. I know you love Masquerade from Phantom of the Opera. I know you. I was singing it before I came over. Masquerade. Yes, we are available anytime you want us to sing to you. So, but I just lost my train of thought.
Anything but clothing party.
Yes, thank you. Sorry, when you Phantom of the Opera me, I'm halted in my boots. So it would have been a cool like masquerade ball where I was like, okay, what can I wear? And I'm like, an inner tube. Cause you like your personal space. And I'm like, that's great. Cause if I have a little like inner tube, you know, like the ones that you win in the pool.
Yeah.
That's great. I could put some suspenders on it and no one could like come close to me.
Oh.
Yeah. See, happy birthday. Bye.
Okay.
Like get out of my bubble.
Thanks for coming, but not that close to me.
Yes. Gifts are on the entryway. Thanks. I take checks, and duplex, just like Santa baby. So those were mine. What were your favorite costumes that you've done?
Oh God. I don't really have one because I don't really dress up that much. Even younger, I didn't dress up that much because like I grew up in the age of those really plasticky masks.
Oh no.
That were like really cheap and they cut your face. You couldn't breathe in them. It was like you always put them on the top of your head when you were walking around.
The ones that are like
tired.
Scary Movie kind, right?
No. These were even more like cheap plastic.
Okay.
And it was just a rubber band that kind of like went around your head. So like that, and it was always like, the guy from Scooby-Doo, not Shaggy, but the other guy,
Fred?
The blonde guy, Fred.
Okay.
It was always like Fred or Velma or somebody. And it was like, or Fred Flintstone or something. So you just got the mask and you made your own home costume and stuff. Because this is what most people say is you start doing drag on either Halloween or Pride. So like I would dress up in my mother's clothing. You didn't hear that from me, Mom.
Did you like legit do drag?
I did. I had a small party at the house one time because my mom had to work late one night at a restaurant, and I was like, okay, Mom has some friends over.
Ooh.
And like I went into her closet, and she had this cute little like off the shoulder number with like thick straps on the shoulders.
Okay.
And I was like, and it buttoned up the front with like a little like lapel across the front. I was like, yes, I'm feeling my oats.
Oh my God. How old were you?
Oh God, I couldn't have been more than like 14.
Okay.
Probably, my mom is 4'11", so I couldn't have been that tall. So I had to be young. But like that's what they say is like usually people will start drag when they're either Halloween or Pride.
Yeah. I've yet to start, but
and I mean, I dressed up as Dorothy once too, and I think another year I dressed up like Joan Crawford while carrying around a wire hanger, but that's like basic ass, like gay guy costumes.
well, hey, you don't always have to dress up for Halloween. There's other ways to celebrate. There's other ways to have fun, right?
Well, and that's the cool thing because that's what we do here. Like Andy and I will usually like sit out front, and there's usually a big party. You've been to it, Normal on Nightmare on Normal Street.
I've been a couple times.
We live in Hillcrest, and that's down by the flagpole.
It's also where they do the farmers market.
Yes.
Okay.
So they do this big party, and it's usually from like 7 to 10 or 7 to 11.
Yeah.
It's right before everybody goes out to the clubs and stuff. But we will sit in our front yard. Like we have a patio area there and people will walk by. So we'll see costumes and stuff like that. We'll see friends of ours that we know who will stop, maybe have a drink before they go because we'll always have alcohol here. So we're like, girl, you want a pregame so you don't have to pay $20 for that drink. Okay. Can I get that drink? Can I get that drink?
Someone get him a drink.
So we'll do that, and it's always kind of fun because we meet new people, or our friends will come over and there'll be a slutty 101 Dalmatian
where they have like fake ears, and they're like, I'm a. Oh my God, I was a mouse. Once, like
a slutty mouse.
Yeah, you know in Mean Girls when they're like, "What are you?" They're like, "I'm a mouse."
With the ears.
Yeah,
but.
And
was it
I was
actually a mouse though? Didn't she have like cat ears on her?
I don't know. I think it's a mouse, right?
Is it? Okay.
But so me and my cousin Val, if you couldn't tell, me and Val are like best friends.
I got that.
And our friend May, so they flew down from the Bay Area, and we went to Rich's, which is, you know, it gets crazy. It's the only club in Hillcrest, and it gets poppin'. We'll put it that way. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We go and pop.
It's
over
butts
there.
to nuts, y'all.
It's a lot. There's a lot of like not room. There's a lack of room. It's like sardine cans, whatever. And so I was like, what can we be? What can we be? What can we be? And I was like, let's be 3 blind mice. Duh. And so we had like sunglasses, and then like we painted little nose whiskers or whatever. And then I obviously was shirtless. And then that was our costume.
See, because of my body shape, I'd actually have to go as Gus Gus from Cinderella.
But he is so cute. He stole that show though. He wins Cinderella. Shantae, you stay Gus.
So, but yeah, that's what we do. We sit out in our yard. We offer people drinks and stuff like that. Some friends have come over as slutty 101 Dalmatians. Some would just come as 101 Dalmatians, and we're like, why are you not slutty? You know, and it's like, oh, that's kind of cool. But, it's interesting because I go back to what you were saying about how like a lot of your outfits in adult are always slutty. And that seems to be always a theme. Every year is like, what slutty outfits can they come out with? Like, did you see that there's now a slutty hand sanitizer one?
No.
Yes, there's a slutty hand sanitizer.
I'm trying to wrap my mind around this. I'm trying to envision. What is it, like a plastic canister?
I think it's just you know, the sign, maybe Purell. I don't know if they're okay with that or not, but like, it's just hand sanitizer and you're just short dress or something. But I'm also like, are somebody going to do like a slutty Dr. Fauci?
Oh,
I'm like, yeah, right. I think
I'd be okay with him. He got his polyp removed from his vocal cords, so he doesn't sound gravelly anymore.
Yay! Good for him.
Yeah,
maybe there'll be a drag queen who go as like a slutty Miss Rona.
Ooh,
you know,
like a what is it? Like the little sphere thing that Corona looks like, or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
What is it? The virus.
The virus.
There we go. I was like, I should know this. Oh my God!
It's that you're in biotech,
and it's been 8 months of a pandemic. What's that thing called? Is it corona bacteria? No, it's coronavirus.
But also, like, what besides Tiger King and Carol Baskin? And I don't know because I think Tiger King is already slutty enough, so I don't think you got to go slutty.
I didn't
Tiger
watch
King.
it, so I don't know.
But like slutty Carol Baskin. But like, what else this year would be? Do you think people should dress up as, or like, what do you think is going to be popular?
Well,
costumes?
you know what? I was trying to think about this, and I think that I always get caught up in not knowing what it is, but there's stuff out there. I know that there's probably going to be, like you said, a coronavirus one. I'm trying to think of like movies that came out.
Well, I also think like maybe somebody will come out with like a sexy banana bread. Or like sexy sourdough starter.
Oh my God. With black mold on top. Oh my God, that's what we're dressing up as. Sexy sourdough starter with black mold. That's what our producers are flipping us off because it may be their
they're feeling a little
starter.
Like, they're feeling a little attacked right now. I feel very attacked right now.
They are Lacandra Estranja. No, I don't know what would be a sexy costume. I think, right, Tiger King is one. I don't know. What was a big pop culture moment? Oh, any of the Lady Gaga Rain on Me stuff.
Oh,
or any of her looks.
Yeah. The fly on Mike Pence's head.
Oh, a sexy fly on Mike Pence's head?
A sexy fly on Mike Pence's head.
Ooh, that's what I'm going to go as.
Or people will dress up just with roller skates and a cranberry juice bottle, because have you seen these like on TikTok? The guy and they play Dreams
we don't TikTok.
But they put it on Instagram.
Oh, okay, that's right.
The guy like just rolling along like on a skateboard or roller skates, and he's listening to Dreams by Fleetwood Mac, and he has this like bottle of cranberry juice, and
I have not seen this.
He's living his best life.
Does he just like drink cranberry juice?
Yeah.
Does it not get all over him if he's like rollerblading?
Like he's not like bouncing up and down on that trampoline.
But isn't like, I'm trying to think like from an inertia and physical like standpoint. Like, if you drink from something and you're moving, I'm going to table that and do an investigation.
Well, I'd also like to see people dress up as RBG. Either, I don't know if you should be slutty to honor her memory, or if you should dress up like with gold chains along with your lace doily neck piece with your judge's robes. Yeah. So you're like the notorious RBG.
Oh my God. You know? Well, you don't have to wear underwear under that, and so at least you're really like, you're ventilated.
Well, unless it's like very windy. So
well, then even better. You're giving people a show. Boo, bitch.
Oh, are you? What's her name from RuPaul's Drag Race? What was her name? Oh God, she was always like, "Oh, boo."
What? No, who is that?
It was not the last. I think it was the last season, or like the season before last. Oh no, it was a season with Silky Nutmeg Ganache, and she was like Aiden Zane. Zane. She would always be like, oh, boo.
Oh, yeah. I was not. Okay, I know that we talked about Drag Race in another, and I am not speaking today. In another episode, enunciation, everybody. And I did not like Aiden Zane. I was like, you cannot wear the same wig 8 times and be like, yeah, okay. No, thank you.
She always had that kitty
wig.
Haircut.
I mean, Monet Exchange could do it, but that's it. Well, soak it up.
And now, like, do you feel like drag queens, with that being said, like, let's segue over to that. Like, do you feel like drag queens have to be that much more creative on Halloween?
Yes.
Because you've got so many people dressing up as women.
Yeah. Absolutely. Like, you're normally doing this, step it up. As RuPaul would say, step your pussy up.
Oh, okay.
Right? You know what I mean? Like, look, this is your job. So, like, elevate your drag. Right? I'm Jeffrey Boyer Chapman on Canada's Drag Race being like, I need you to elevate it.
Let me get worst.
We could be him, just need eyeshadow. And there we go. That's who we're going to be. Jeffrey Boyer Chapman from Canada's Drag Race. It's just a bunch of eyeshadow and eyeliner and a sequin jacket off.
I'm just going to put a piece of fabric on my body, and then just going to hold up a sign with Michelle Visage that says, it's a piece of fabric.
You could be a face mask. Like a sexy face mask.
Like a sexy face mask?
Or just wear face masks.
But nothing else?
Yeah. Like a face mask, banana hammock.
Face mask banana bread?
Yeah. You can make anything face mask themed. Because as we know, I have plenty of disposable ones that you guys can use. But yeah, you can do a face mask and then you're good.
Okay, so let me ask you this.
Uh-oh.
What is a character or a costume that you have always wanted to dress up as?
You literally just read my mind because I was just going to say, I really love, have you seen The Fifth Element?
Yes.
So you know when she's in that like white, it's not a dress, but it's almost like tape.
Oh, right.
Right?
Yeah.
And obviously she's a genetic female, so there's things there. But I think that if you can do like a cross-play sort of thing where it's like a male version of that, but still have it.
Right.
And I was always like, that would be so cool to do.
Is it white or orange?
I think it's a color or a lack of color. There's just wrapping and stuff like that.
Okay.
That one. And then also, I would also love to do drag, right? Either that or the Fifth Element thing. Or like I might do like a cute little like partner one with Max later this year. In this month.
You know what? We're gonna talk about that, but like Tuggers, we need you to like slide into our DMs or send us an email and tell us what do you think I or Joe should dress up for as Halloween.
Well, they are our Instagrams linked. Yeah, ting tang walla walla bing bang. How will they know what we look like?
Oh, I posted pictures of us on our. Well, I mean, then we'll take pictures afterwards if we decide to dress up like that.
Yes, we will reveal what we look like. Yes. First or second reveal.
So back to your question. Or like, did you have a question for me? Or it's my turn.
No, so so I would do drag or I don't know what the Fifth Element's lady's name is.
I don't either.
Yeah.
I know it's like Mila Jovanovic.
Lilo? I don't know.
And Stitch?
Mila Jokovic is who plays
Mila
her.
Jovanovic?
Yes, Jovanovic.
Okay.
Mila Jehovah's Witness of Fish.
Okay. So,
what yours?
For me, I've always either wanted to dress up as Voltron, like the whole thing, like
who
all
is
the
Voltron?
lions. So Voltron is a cartoon, and what it is, it's 5 youngins, like teenagers supposedly, and they control 5 different lions, and it's each a different color, and it corresponds to the 4 elements, and including space. And that's the black lion. So when they come together, they create Voltron, which is this giant robot. And then 1, the black is the head and the chest. There's 2 arms and 2 legs.
Okay.
And I've always wanted to do that one. Or I wanted to be Princess from Gatchaman, which is a Japanese anime. And it was also called Battle of the Planets here in the US. But she was the pink one because she was also the swan. So she was like, she had the coolest outfit and stuff. So
I have no idea what that is.
Oh, well,
Princess?
Yeah, her name is Princess in the show, but she was also the Swan because that was her code name.
I'll have to look those up.
And I also wanted to dress up as the Harvest Queen because we had a friend of ours dress up as the movie Summer. It was just out. I don't think it's called Summerland. I think it's Summer something, but I can't remember. But anyway, so it's the Harvest Queen at the end, where like have you ever seen? So it's about this girl who goes with her boyfriend to another country. I want to say it's like, I hope it's not the Netherlands, but welcome the Netherlands. We saw that you're listening to us. Thank you so much.
Hello.
Hello.
I don't know if that's
I don't think that was it.
But a nice hello to you.
It's called Midsummer. That's right. It's called Midsummer. Okay. So at the end, after she's inducted into this group,
Hall of Fame,
it's all like this beautiful white dress and florals everywhere, and it's a big floral thing, and so it's But that's me.
I mean, yeah, get your floral fantasy on. It's okay.
It's my Jantasy.
Oh God, I would not be Jan. I have a question. So
yes.
Let's talk movies and let's talk scary and stuff like that because it's Halloween. So it's kind of like a multi-layered question.
Okay. It's like an onion.
Yeah.
Let's peel back these layers, boo.
Okay, unrelated but related. Did you see how Shrek is actually like the most like inclusive of characters? Did you see that meme?
No.
Where it's like Shrek is great because it has a gay character, a trans character, it has feminism, and it has like animal rights and stuff. And I'm like, oh my God, like,
I
that's
didn't realize
great.
how, like,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
And obviously an ogre, you know. I'm like, donkey. Or no.
Donkey.
I'm trying. Ogres are like onions.
We have layers.
Love me some
That
onions.
was the worst.
I know. Oh God, I struggled through that. No. So my question, multiple questions, is so in terms of scary movies, what are your preferences, and then off of that, how do you feel about the Hocus Pocus cult following?
Oh my God. Okay, so that's so weird because one of my questions was Hocus Pocus. What the is it about? Because I've never watched it, and I know that this is like
I'm gasping. I think you heard it.
I heard, and neither has Andy. And I feel like if the mafia finds out, they're going to take away our gay card. But I just don't know anything about it except that it has Bette Midler in it, and Sarah Jessica Parker,
it is
Kathy
so
Najimy,
good.
and it's supposed to be like this thing. But like the minute it like turns October 1st, people are like, "Oh my God, I can't wait to watch Hocus Pocus! I can't wait to watch Hocus Pocus!" And I'm like,
"That's me."
Ugh.
It was the October 1st. I'm like, I can't wait to watch Hocus Pocus. I can't wait to put on fall candles. I can't wait to watch Hocus Pocus. That and Charlie Brown, The Great Pumpkin King.
Okay, see that I can watch.
It's so nostalgic.
Yes. See,
I got a rock.
Well, see, that's the thing. It's like I love those kind of things, and I love like I'm not a huge fan of Nightmare Before Christmas.
I wasn't either. I'm glad you said that. Wait, is that Tim Burton?
Yes, it's Tim Burton.
The claymation one, right?
Correct.
Okay.
So, I mean, I'll watch, like, I don't find Beetlejuice as a very scary movie, but I love that because I think it's such a great movie, especially for Halloween.
Isn't, who plays Beetlejuice? Why? Johnny Depp? Oh. Wait, he was Edward Scissorhands. There we go. I was like another similar kind of looking person. Wait, who plays it? Michael
Keaton.
Oh.
And Winona Ryder is in it, and Catherine O'Hara is in it from Schitt's Creek. So it's a great movie, and I think it does fall into a Halloween theme. So I'm going to go with that. But I love Saw. Great horror movie because the twist at the end is great.
Wait, Saw 1 or Saw 9?
1, just Saw. Yeah, no, not Saw 15,000.
So that was going to be one of my follow-up questions. So you're reading my mind is whether you like gory or suspenseful or like
So I like a little bit of everything. So I love Get Out because I felt like that was a horror movie, but it was the one by Jordan Peele. So it was by Jordan Peele, and it's about a guy, and it has a very like racism overtones, because it's like he starts dating a white girl, and it's a black guy, and he goes to visit their family, and they come to find out that they are taking these people of color and replacing their brains with their friends from the country club, the white people's brains, because they feel like they are a superior race physicality wise. So it's really, you've never seen this?
No, when did this come out?
Oh my God, like 2-3 years ago, but you need to watch it because
it's called Get Out?
Get Out.
I just say that to people that I don't want over.
Right. It is like messed up as.
Okay.
But like Saw is a great one. Saw 2, just because there's this one scene that freaks me out when he pushes the girl into the pit of needles because she's a drug user.
Yeah.
And like that just messed me up.
Is that the one where there's like 500 Saws, but is that the one where where it starts off the movie and he's like in a water tank and he shoves the pen in his neck to breathe through his neck?
I don't know. I don't remember that part. All I remember is the pushing into the needle.
He gives himself a tracheotomy because he needed, and then he ends up surviving.
Okay.
But Saw got weird. Like, I can't do gory because, and my friend Matthew loves gory movies, and I'm like, I just don't like the gore. I'm just like, it doesn't scare me. I'm just like, meh. The like suspenseful part of Saw, I'm all about.
So I also like stuff that has a little bit of humor to it. So we watched Ready or Not.
Okay.
I don't know if you watched this, but it's about a girl who marries into a family, and then they have to play a game on the night that they get married, and she ends up having to fight off the entire family who are trying to kill her.
Oh.
And it is really kind of cool. It's kind of gory, but like super, very like funny and everything. We watched it twice.
Okay.
So that's how good it is. But like, I know you don't like gore, but you like more suspense, but have you ever watched The Human Centipede?
No. Nope. I'm all about like the paranormal ones, like the supernatural ones. Like I loved Insidious and The Conjuring and The Descent and
what about Paranormal Activity or
the
Blair
first
Witch
one,
Project?
Oh god, the Blair Witch Project. Where the Blair Witch
just
Project,
that one scene.
The Blair Witch Project is. I feel like I just want to give them a tissue for their damn nose. Like, girl, blow your freaking nose. We get it. Oh my god, I'm so scared. And then it's like, blow your nose. Blow your nose. But okay, I have one final thing about movies. So, did you ever watch Scary Movie? Like,
yes.
Okay, I love Scary Movie 1, 2, 3, and 4 because of Brenda. So all of you listeners out there, all of you Tuggers and Tuggetts, if you haven't seen Scary Movies 1, 2, 3, 4, I think there's 5. Oh god, they're so good. Brenda takes the cake. It's about, I think it starts off as a spoof of I Know What You Did Last Summer or Scream.
Of Scream, yes.
And then it's so funny. Oh, Brenda's my favorite. I love her. She's so good.
So like, what are some of your favorite memories of Halloween?
So I think I liked Halloween as a kid.
Especially because it was your birthday.
Yeah. Oh, so I have a note to say that when I was a kid, I would go around trick-or-treating and I'd be like, it's my birthday, give me extra candy. I was such a little brat.
Would.
And then the people would be like, what? And my parents would be like, yes, just give him extra, just give him one piece of candy. Please, just shut him up. But I think the older I got, the more it's just kind of like, as I've gotten older, I love on my birthday, the actual day, to just watch Hocus Pocus and have pizza and just like junk food. And then I'm just like very like ambiance. But last year,
hashtag
ambiance with her Bayhive, ambiance hive. So last year I did like a haunted hayride thingy at Balboa Park, which was kind of cool.
Yeah.
But then my favorite part was then I went back to my apartment and watched Hocus Pocus and just kind of laid low. I want to do like a trip somewhere for my birthday. No, obviously isn't happening this year.
Right.
I really want to go just away just to see what it's like in other countries.
Right.
But I think nostalgia wise, it's definitely be growing up and just being around family. Obviously it's, it's different when you're a kid because like, oh, it's my birthday. Like I'm getting gifts and that kind of thing. But I think now it's like, I just want to be surrounded by people that I love and that I care about. And just have like a relaxing night, maybe just go to dinner or something. And that's about it for my memories. Do you have any that stick out?
So for me, my favorite memories are actually when I worked at Universal Studios Orlando, and I actually opened part of the park. And so they would do I was there on the first time they did Halloween Horror Nights.
You are reading my mind. I was going to be like, do you like to go to the haunted nights at Orlando or the Universal?
Well, this is the thing. Like I was known as a glow ho. So what we would do is we would sell glow bands, like the glow necklaces and things like that, and walk around. So I had to walk around the park all night going, glow sticks, get your glow sticks.
Oh my God, you were like the baseball people, like, hot glow sticks, get your glow sticks,
exactly.
Hot and fresh.
But it was actually kind of cool because you got to see people enjoying Halloween Horror Nights. But the worst part is like they would get, they would always advertise for people to come in and do like different things within the, for the different haunted houses. And I remember one of my friends was the rat lady.
From what?
So when you walk through one of the haunted houses, the floor would light up and it would be a woman scratching at the floor because she was covered in rats. And so she would, like, talking to her, she would be like, yeah, they bite me, they pee on me.
They're real rats?
They're real rats. And I'm like, is that safe for you?
She must have signed some sort of disclosure.
Yeah, I'm sure she's signed
for her minimum wage. Oh my God, guess what I do for work? I get peed on by rats. It's so cool. That's like Willard vibes.
But like also people would then like there are times when people would, because we served alcohol at Halloween Horror Nights, they would go through the haunted houses drunk, and so if somebody jumped out to scare them, they get hit. Or when the floor lit up, people would pee on her. But like thank God there was like a glass like thing, but like she saw a lot of penises.
I mean, maybe it was Christmas for her.
I mean, maybe she was at a gay bar. I don't know.
Wouldn't be surprising.
And so I wanted to go back for a second because one of the producers wants to know, is Human Centipede a porno? And no, it is not. It's actually a movie about a scientific experiment where a guy kidnaps 3 tourists and then connects them mouth to butthole.
After they've had their rejuvenation.
Yeah, after they had their rejuvenation. But like, it's mouth to butthole. And so it's this movie about that. And you can imagine what might be the worst position for that would probably be like the middle position. I would think,
yeah.
If you're out of 3, like
you really just, it's a mouthful.
And there's a couple of these. Like, it's not just one. There's like sequels.
Yeah, I haven't seen, but I've seen them like advertised, and I'm like, I'm gonna pass on that. That's a quick no for me. I'm gonna just not. We're okay. We're okay.
Do you have any other questions? Like,
I think that
Halloween related? Because if not, then we can get into the our listeners' question.
Let's do that. Listeners are more important than me anyway.
No, they're not. I mean, yes, you are.
Yeah. Well, what they have to say is more important. Well, I mean, what we have to say is important, but what they have to say is equally important. Please email us at tugayspod@yahoo.com and slide into our DMs and give us more things to talk about so we can shout you out on our podcast.
So this one comes from Chandler, and Chandler wants to know, do you believe in ghosts, and have you ever seen a ghost?
Yes and yes.
You have to explain now.
So yes, I've seen a ghost, and yes, I believe in ghosts. There's my explanation. No, so I had this conversation with a friend group a couple weeks ago, and I always say, so I'm in a nerd for a minute right now, where the third law of thermodynamics says energy is neither created nor destroyed. So if you die, the energy that you were, it doesn't go away. It just goes back into the universe.
Infotainment, y'all. Every episode, we are trying to educate the kids.
That's thermodynamics, everybody. Google it. And so I don't know, like, I've always been very spiritual. I was raised Catholic. And I just felt like I always had, like, I was going to say a fifth sense.
Thank God you did it, because I was been like,
yes.
Okay, girl.
I've always felt like I'm very intuitive, and I'm like, like, I'll be listening to a song and like my playlist of 1,000 songs on shuffle, and I'm like, the next song plays in my head, and then it comes on, and I'm like, oh my God, am I in the future? Like, what is it? But I'll have moments like that. But I've just been very like connected, and so I've had a couple instances where I just felt like. The first thing that I ever like physically saw was when I was home alone for the first time, and when it was obviously nighttime, and there was like a shadow figure that ran from one room to the next, and I was like, "What? This isn't real." And then I was like, "Okay, no, I was just seeing something," but then I saw it again, and then I sat at my chair and I didn't move until my parents came home from dinner, and I was like, "I saw something! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God!" And it freaked me out. Like, it really freaked me out. But I don't know. I think that there has to be, I don't know. I feel like there's definitely something, like, there are spirits out there that whatever you believe in, energy or something like that. And I'm like, as long as you're not malicious, you can just, say hello.
Join the party.
Yeah. Do you believe in ghosts?
So I do believe in ghosts, and I might have seen something or had an experience because, when I was younger, probably like 18, 19, I did what all 18, 19-year-olds do on, Halloween, is find an abandoned mental institution, which was not far from where I lived in Orlando. There was one. And we went in and kind of walked around and stuff like that. But it was like close to midnight, and I heard something. And when we went to go check where that sound came from, oh my God, it's here.
It's in the studio / living room.
But anyway,
I'm being possessed, y'all.
I'm not supposed to talk about this.
Oh my God. Yeah, the lights are flickering.
So I thought I heard something, and somebody else said that they heard it too. When we walked over to where that sound should have come from, there was nothing there, nothing that looks like it would have made that sound, if that makes sense. So it was very freaky, and I just it scared me in a way that I hadn't been scared. Like, I just wanted to go home. I goosebumps, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So
I like to watch the paranormal shows on Travel Channel. Do you ever see those?
Oh, no.
And also, don't get ghosts confused with ghosting, listeners, which is what people do to me on dating apps. But I also do it too. I'm guilty. Oops. That's a real scary thing.
You live Halloween all year round.
Yes. Every day is a holiday of Halloween for me at Halloween time. What? Sure.
So, all right, Joe. Well, this has been awesome. I love this.
It's been a blast.
Our first annual Halloween episode.
Yeah, our first of many. Oh my God, we popped our Halloween cherry.
Yes! Pop that. Pop, 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 pop.
He's
pop
dancing,
that.
y'all. He's making a dance gesture.
Maybe I'll go as a twerker for...
Oh, that would twerk
Halloween.
for me.
Oh! On that note, everybody have a great week.
Be safe. Oh my God, Jinx. Be safe. Don't take strangers from... Don't take strangers from candy. Don't take candy from strangers. Oh, boy. Woo! We are not on anything.
All right, guys. Have a great week.
Happy Halloween. Special thanks to Andrew Smith and Nick Stone for producing the show. If you like us, please follow us at tugayspod on Instagram and visit us online at tugayspod.com. You can find us anywhere you can stream podcasts. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and let us know topics you'd like to hear. And always remember, stay safe, stay classy, stay sassy, and always stay a little bit trashy. See you next week.